Hello everyone, today I am here for my review of The Last of Us Season 1. Now, I have not played the games, just as a bit of a warning, like I said. This will be a review of the full season, full spoilers too, so if you've seen the show, I will be spoiling everything. So, just a bit of a fair warning there, but this is definitely a very good, interesting show, and I'm going to jump right into it with the reviews. Honestly, I didn't really have any negatives or mixed, once again, but I will say that the finale definitely felt a little bit rushed. Like, everything went by a little too fast, especially for some of the big, dramatic moments. It seems weird for a TV show like this, which was several hour-long episodes, that the finale was the shortest. And Joel's big moral decision there of choosing to lie to Ellie and sacrifice the fate of humanity for her life, and then keep it a secret from her, that has a lot of weight to it, and it feels like the episode started with Joel finally happy to have Ellie, and I feel like that maybe needed a little bit more build-up. It was good up to this point, but like suddenly felt like the relationship took a big leap forward for the sake of him making this decision at the end. And while Joel's decision is understandable, I wish there was more time and build-up to the point where it's like, okay, he can't go back now, than just like a couple minutes of him killing some people. So the finale, while good, definitely felt a little bit rushed. But onto the pros. First off, this television series is just amazing. It is so well written and shot. It is maybe one of the best looking TV shows I've ever seen, one of the best acted TV shows I've ever seen, and it stands up high with one of my favorite dramas of the decade so far. I mean, maybe even already my favorite drama of the decade. I've got some great comedies, but on the pros, first off, Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey as Joel and Ellie are perfect. Their seriousness, the moments of seriousness and lightheartedness, and their growing dynamic. Joel, you can see his pain with Pedro Pascal's performance, but you can see him slowly open up with Ellie. Bella Ramsey's performance as Ellie, she's got the sass, she's got the wit, but she can also really be emotional, and you can see her fear when it truly slips through. And just the two of them are such a great dynamic, and some of my favorite TV performances of maybe not even the last few years, maybe some of my favorite TV performances of all time. And the whole rest of the supporting cast is great too. Tess is great. Gabriel Luna as Tommy is really, really good. David is menacing. All the villains are so great. Henry and Sam's actors are so good. Of course, episode 3, Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett are just phenomenal in that episode. I think episode 3 is probably one of my highest praises of the show, where it not only perfectly brings forward Joel and Ellie's story, but this beautiful tale of these two people falling in love and making the best of life during the apocalypse is just amazing. And I also love with this show that like a lot of it wasn't necessarily about them fighting zombies. It was about the people and how in this lawless world, how they took forward, and Joel and Ellie battling those lawless people. And I loved how it told stories in the present. I loved like all the flashback episodes with Murray and Nick Offerman. I loved the episode 7 Left Behind flashback. And I just thought all the characters are so well developed and written. The action and horror are really tense and well done and engaging. And the show just every single week kept me emotionally invested, kept me on the edge of my seat, kept me scared, kept me laughing, kept me wanting more, so excited for what the next week would come. And I would drop everything every week to watch this episode at 9 p.m. on HBO Max. One other little criticism, the show kind of just stops using zombies after the halfway point. Episode 5 is the middle point of the episode, ends with a huge zombie battle. And after that, with the exception of flashbacks, there's not a single zombie for the rest of the show. No infected in episode 6, none in episode 8, and the only ones in episode 7 and 9 are in flashbacks. So, despite what I was saying earlier, I liked all the human elements. I wish they did include zombies more in the later half of the show. But it's just amazingly well written. It's beautiful. Just seeing the dynamic between the two protagonists are great. I love episode 1 and 2 starting with flashbacks and the plausibility of this pandemic. Sure, it's definitely a little fake, but it makes it so scary and intense in the first couple episodes. Nico Parker as Sarah in the opening of the first episode is intense and painful, and Joel's death is just so painful to watch, but it's such a compelling opening. And as someone who's never played the games, I loved this season. I thought it was phenomenal. Like I said, a little bit of gripes with the finale and the lack of zombies in the later half, but I thought season 1 of The Last of Us was a masterpiece. I would come back and watch it, whatever, and I'm hesitant to give it this. The finale held it back a little bit, but I'm sure it's going to grow on me with time, so I am going to give The Last of Us season 1 a perfect 10 out of 10. I hope you guys like this video coming up soon. Plenty more videos to come, but I hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.